celebration where all us mothers are saying we are hashtag not guilty at all for following our dreams, for chasing our dreams. And yes, you are definitely one of the example which actually popped in my mind when this thought came in my mind.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. And yeah, I mean to say, when I heard about this, the brief sounds really interesting. Hashtag not guilty sounds extremely interesting.
You know, Urvashi, in your case, I'll be very upfront on it that yes, acting was your dream because you started very early. But there was a stage in your life where acting was not just your dream, it was an option where you had to decide that yes, this is the way forward to survive also in your life. At that point, what was the thing that you thought to yourself that no, I will never feel guilty about it?
I have never known anything else what to do apart from acting. Acting has been something that I have always been so passionate towards. You know, I'm not going to say dreams come true and all of that, because it wasn't a dream. It was something I just knew that I wanted to do. You know, and so when it came to that point where I had to take a call and I had to continue with acting and balancing being a mother, I do not feel guilty because this is something I was born to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As good as it sounds, but in the practicality and the harsh reality of life, you just don't get to do that. So I just had to, hone my own skills and make it better and better and better.
Tell me one thing, when now or your kids, both your sons are grown up, but when they were at a tender age, can you recall any incident where they asked you some kind of a question which made you think that am I on the right path, am I on the right track, or it may be opposite of that when you felt that I am on the right path?
It's going to be very honest. Obviously, I mean to say, when you're a single parent, when you're a single mother, on many levels, you keep questioning a lot of things. But then I have always, I'm actually tuned to function in such a manner that when I question something, I happen to have the answer to it also. So, no, they were really small when I started working again. And I suppose that's what they grew up, they grew up watching me work and work and work and work all the time. And sometimes I would be, so I would be really lucky enough to shoot just opposite my house, just opposite. But that was not every time, very rarely. As far as, questioning the whole balancing act goes, I did not have a choice to do that, to be very honest.
When you are a young mother, if your kid is like 5-year-old, you're also a 5-year-old mother. So think from that perspective or that time zone that give me an example, that a perfect example where you thought, I'm a very imperfect mother, but I'm a very happy one, which I always say for myself.
Oh my God, I think that must have been the case for so many years of my life. I mean to say, considering the fact that I used to keep working round the clock, and the only time I've actually seen them grow, grow as in inches as well as in, as in everything, was a couple of hours a day probably. Very happy because I'm providing for them. I'm very happy because they know I'm there for them. My mother, when I was a kid, had drilled it into me. Ever since, my mother is fiercely, independent. It's a different thing that, when she got married, she quit her job and all of that. But she used to work before marriage, and she's been extremely independent. And that's where I think it's stuck in her head that you've got to be independent. You've got to be independent. So she told me, never depend on anyone.
So you got the topic of your mother, because my next question was on that only. So one thing that I understood that your mother has, that she was very independent. In fact, she is. And you have also inculcated that thing, that you are very independent, given the circumstances also. You acted in that. But one thing that your mother had, but you don't have, and you don't even regret it.
Oh my God, her. She's. You know what? It's going to sound very cliche. So I personally feel I'm not a patch on my mom. Not a patch. She is the most drop dead gorgeous woman, according to me. I mean to say, when I see her pictures and when I see her poise, her grace, her elegance, I wish I had that. I truly wish I had that. And for me, actually speaking, I truly wish, she's 84. You've got to see her at 84. I truly wish I can accomplish, a part of looking like that at 84.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, see, ये generation जो है ना,
ये generation.
ये लोग जो जहाँ से आते हैं और जो ये क्या खाए, इन लोगों ने क्या खाया है, I have no clue. What, they're genetically gorgeous, they're genetically strong. She's so active. They're so active, unlike many of us, because we tend to fall a little lazy so many times. And I personally feel that I need to have the brains like her, because she's extremely sharp and extremely brainy. She's the the handler of the house, the balancing act of the house, the money bank, the money bank of the house, everything. I don't have any.
Okay, as a mother, what is your favorite dialogue? For example, जब आप गुस्सा होते हो या वो एक डायलॉग होता है ना हर माँ का एक फेवरेट, वो क्या डायलॉग है?
Yeah. What is my favorite dialogue? Shit, I really have to ask this to my kids. I have so many.
Yeah,
What's my favorite? Yeah, you put me. Man, for the first time, I'm at a loss of words. I really don't know. There's so many things I use. Yeah, when I'm angry, now I say so much. It's unbelievable. Sometimes, and then I only go, please, I love you. I only say it because I love you. There are so many things we'll end up telling our kids, but it also depends on the situation. And to every situation, I have a different dialogue.
On that situational note, that here comes my next question. While you're working, when you're a young mother, so many situations happen in your life. One lie that you told to your kids or you have been telling them. See, now I know they all are pretty grown up and they can always burst our lies. But one lie that you told them when they were kids.
I have actually never kept anything from them. And it's a fact. They know it very well. Nothing. I have just been as is. I have showed them the picture as is. Um, very few times there have been, and even they haven't questioned me, to be very honest. Like, so what do I say? I'm blessed to have kids who love me and who completely have full faith in me. मैं क्या बोलूं? I'm actually a blessed person. I can only say that.
But I was just talking about little lies, like जैसे मैं मेरी बेटी को जो मुझे बचपन से झूठ बोला गया था, तो मेरे पापा हमेशा बोलते थे कि ये दाल खा लो तुम्हारे बाल लंबे हो जाएंगे, तो मैं हमेशा उसको ये बोला, मैंने 2-3 साल उसने सुना, फिर उसने कहा आप झूठ बोलती हो, आपके खुद के बाल तो इतने छोटे हैं. So I was just talking about little lies that you can recall.
My mother used to do this. My mother used to do this, okay, with my brother. So I have seen that. My mother used to say, "तू पास हो जा ना तो तेरे को साइकिल लेके दूंगी." Then वो साइकिल से then हुआ तू पास हो जा बस ये next time फिर तेरे को मोटरसाइकिल लेके दूंगी. वो आज तक वो मोटरसाइकिल ना मुझे मिली ना मेरे भाई को मिली, okay. So it's like I have grown up watching this, so I don't want to promise only anything. I to say कि भैया इस चीज से दूर भागो, पता चले कम जाए. It's like a boomerang. It'll just come back to me. I don't want to do the same thing. but they've never been fussy कि तुम दाल खा लो, they कुछ भी खा लेते, सब दो खा लेते, they are like a bottomless pit. It just keeps on going.
The similar kind of thing I say for my daughter also, that God in some manner has like compensated. He said that I'm sending an angel in your life, enjoy. So that is the situation. Okay. Although it has got nothing to do with your role as a mother, as an individual, but yes, how can I let you go without asking that same old boring question? Whose idea was Kamolika's Mika? That I want to know. That's my personal choice.
First of all, I'll just correct you. It's actually Naka. N-A-K. It's Naka.
Oh, okay.
So Naka means Nakhara in Bengali.
Acha.
So every time you hear Naka, meaning Nakhara. Okay, it was always like that.
Ooh.
Secondly, whose idea was it? Obviously, the character was conceptualized, developed, and thought of, and everything was Ekta's baby. Everything came out of her. It's her brainchild. Completely. It had nothing to do with me.
This Latka action you added, or she told you?
That happened. That happened very, very unknowingly. What had happened was that. Sorry.
No, that happened maybe like on the set while you were like doing.
Yeah. It's because
things happen.
The first day of my shoot, I really didn't know what was going on, and I was still grasping the whole, idea of being this vamp. I had never done it before. It was my first ever attempt, and it was so made up, and it used to take me 3.5 hours to get ready into that entire Mumtaz style sari and black and dusky makeup. Like they wouldn't even spare a nail, as far as makeup went. And Pandri Dada would do his, beautiful creative work on my face, my eyes and everything, accentuate them. And then it so happened that I started getting very nervous, and I was doing this. And that's when everything caught on, and that's when the director said, "Yehi kar." And I was like, how do you implement this? Like, ye nervousness mein you can't do, but this is being, I'm like, what did I do? He said, do this. I said, what did I do? I didn't even realize what I was doing. It was so sudden. Certain things just are too sudden. I can, not many people know that I have a side of me where I love shairis. I actually love certain shairis, and not all of them. I don't know where I see all of them. I read all of them, and there are some that stick to me. There are some that don't stick to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Irshad.
So I can just say one or two for you. टूटे हुए पैमाने में जाम नहीं आता, टूटे हुए पैमाने में जाम नहीं आता, इश्क के मरीज को आराम नहीं आता, ऐ दिल तोड़ने वाले तूने ये तो सोचा होता, टूटा हुआ दिल किसी के काम नहीं आता.
वाह 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 वाह. इसमें हम सिर्फ इतना से कह देते हैं कि कौन रोता है किसी और के खातिर, कौन रोता है किसी और के खातिर है दोस्त, सबको अपनी ही किसी बात पर रोना आ जाता है.
अरे, yeah, that's true. That's true. There are so many things that, I'm not a shairi person. I'm not. There are certain things that, they just come to you and they stick with you. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
How cute, how pretty are you? What's your name?
Anaya.
I just want to say something in the end before before we end this conversation. To everyone, to every mother, to every woman, that self-belief is what is going to take you forward. Self-doubt is what is going to take you 10 steps back. So don't do that. Self-belief, believe in yourself, believe it always and forever. Believe me or not, that's exactly what I printed. This is exactly what it says. Because I truly believe always and forever. Now that could be in anything. I could have my belief in anything, but mostly I believe in myself, and so should everyone. So that's all I have.
Great thoughts, great talking to you. It was so wonderful, and just giving you a high five and a virtual hug from my side, and a lot of
Okay, a big hug to you too, and a big hug to the little Anaya,
thank you so
and
much.
lots of love, lots of blessings, and hoping to see her personally one day.
Great, thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for giving your time.